Let's go, man. Let's get this game on the road, man. Stop playing. Lost my last game I played. Didn't sit too well with me.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
Red Harris.
Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Sam Howell.
Throwing right away here, Howell. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He was looking to get Metcalf's way there. And now they face 2nd down.
A lot of crossing routes.
Pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Sam boys in motion.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And I imagine
they're going to run his crosses, but he don't give a fuck.
So soon into this game.
That's one thing he will do.
That's taken at the 15. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raider football.
Got a breakout game with my star receiver on the left.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 28. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks
behind him,
man. After his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, to gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Another try following the sack. Jump off caught by his back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Howell now, third and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Come on,
Once
man.
the play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. You found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, denies the first down.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's brought down at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete to Mims. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw it on 1st down.
Why every time motherfucker get open, dog?
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 46-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Getting out to his left. A lot of grass ahead. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Working quickly here.
16 yards on the play. It's now
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds Mims. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw now. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
from the 16.
Every time,
Just
boy.
got it away before
Every
the defense
time,
winds
dog.
up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned
Breakout
that
game. He got a
incompletion. They
dislocated
came in
wrist.
before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still inches to go on third down. Pass play coming here. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And now the Raiders are going to go for two. He's throwing for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get two following the touchdown. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action here with Howell. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Second and 10. Here's Howell. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys are piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you check down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Second and 10 now. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up fourth and long.
When a defender can get his hands on a pass and knock it away in any way, that's usually good things for the defense.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He connects downfield on 4. And he We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. First down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now the Raiders getting set for another two-point conversion try.
The Raiders will line up for the
Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He'll get into the end zone. Their lead now up to 13 points. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running
nice
room for a
run,
nice
bro.
gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is Walker on 2nd.
Good defense, wow.
That sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Howell from the gun. Finds Smith and Jigba. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Mm-hmm.
They'll run for this. And he's going to be out short of the 1st. That's going to be a turnover.
That boy ran out of bounds.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got the whole defense crashing.
That boy ran out of bounds.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Rolling left. Buying some time. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Throwing from the gun here.
Why they keep knocking the ball down, bro? That's a pick. Reward that man with an interception.
Defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally put it down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone.
Damn, dog.
They get there and they drop it.
I've been sacked by 6
They're
times.
headed in reverse after that sack.
This is terrible.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. That's cut at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
from the gun on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll try and throw it here. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Walker on 1st down. Still some room at the 20. Through the 40. Kenneth Walker at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw here on 1st down. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Las Vegas first down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They kick the running back in motion. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running backs.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Len McConkey with a touchdown. And the Raiders line up again to go for 2. Throwing from the gun. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down, Howell. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it'll be second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw.
You feel lucky? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with it. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Throwing it just before halftime. Chased out to his right. On the move. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Raiders do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away.
Let's go, buddy.
Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. To the air now on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Now it's a deep shot back to... He's got it inside the 10. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
He's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Steelers kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker.
Good one, Walker. Nice way to bounce it outside into coverage.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Oh, Turner, come on, baby.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and
Wesson.
a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Get him. Get him.
Does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Go get him.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Howell off to play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Mm-hmm.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Howell now, 3rd and long.
That boy jumped out of nowhere over there.
It is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Howell now on 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half. If you
Ah, this nigga, bro. You threw it too.
Intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Howell.
Nah, this mother. Come on, bro.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Should have been there, man.
Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go with Walker here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again, following the sack.
Good defense.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. We'll see what they come up with. Howell back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Howell throwing for it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 31-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, bro, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Terrible. I'm just 4 interceptions.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did. His 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Defense showing blitz. Howell. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
Why he didn't throw the pick, though, bro?
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up
Sick.
the 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. It's Walker on the give. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. It's inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9.
The Raiders pick over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. This time they're going to get there and then drop him. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
About sacks, man.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Now the Raiders getting set for another 2-point conversion try.
The Raiders will line up for the
He's throwing for it. And he gets into the end zone again. And this is just automatic for them at this point. Now a perfect 4 for 4, going for 2. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the
Strip the
end,
ball,
an
man.
exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go sack his ass. He running the ball. He passing. There we go. Sack him.
Back to throw. Here's how.
There you go. Get his ass.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
There it
He
is.
stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Line adjustment.
Now throwing on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but The defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you do love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love to slam that. No, it's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming, and he was able to...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The give here on 2nd. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first. Here's a throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Now he loses the ball. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 15. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Caught by Flowers. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Setting up a throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass is caught at the 9. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The shot to the end zone.
He
Is
threw that
incomplete.
shit all behind him, bro.
That
Come
throw
on,
doesn't
man.
lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a
behind
great
him.
effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw caught by his running back. And this is down all the way to the 3. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. To throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Searches from the pocket. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And it was a game for fans.